Who wouldn't want to have a luscious, creamy, cheesy cheesecake? Definitely me, I just love baked cheesecake. And this recipe was demonstrated by my daughter Hanan. So have a look and let Hanan show you how to make this baked cheesecake with the strawberry filling on top. I'm Rubina Ibrahim, your cakeist. Let's get started. So let me talk you through the ingredients. Here I have taken 2 cups of powdered sugar, not icing sugar, the granulated sugar powdered. And here I have 1 kg of cream cheese. Here I'm using 400 grams of marrie biscuits. You can even use digestive biscuits as well. And 2 tubs of fresh cream. That's about 200 grams. Here I have 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 cups of fresh yogurt, or you can use sour cream for this recipe. Here I have 4 large eggs. And here I'm using 3/4 cup of melted butter and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. So first what we have to do is we need to crush the biscuits. So I'm using some of the biscuits into my chopper and I'm going to crush it until it turns into a powder consistency. So here's 1 batch of the crushed biscuits. You can even crush it by hands, but I like it to be super fine, so I blend it in my chopper. So this is my second batch, and here goes my last batch. Now I'm going to add just 1 tablespoon of the powdered sugar to the ground biscuits. Give it a good mix and then you can add in the melted butter to this mixture. Make sure that your melted butter is not too warm to the touch. It has to be a little bit at room temperature. If the butter is too warm, then the biscuits will turn into a paste. We don't want that to happen at this stage. So it should look like sand, or it should look like when you make a ball, it should stay together. It should hold its shape, something like this. Now I'm going to add these biscuits to a 9-inch prepared pan. I have lined the side of the baking pan. If you like, you can line the bottom of the pan as well. Using a backside of the glass, I'm going to flatten the biscuits and press it down towards the baking pan. And I'm using a taller glass to press the biscuit crumbs around the lining of the baking pan. Refrigerate the crust until we use it. So now let's start making the cream cheese filling. Here I'm going to add all my cream cheese into a bigger bowl. Make sure to use a wider and a deep bowl for this. Let's add in the powdered sugar to it. Mix it roughly with a spatula and then use the electric hand beater to give it a good mix. You beat it until the sugar dissolves. Add in the yogurt. Make sure that your yogurt is at room temperature. Once the cream is added, then give it a good mix. Now add in the vanilla essence. You can add vanilla as per your taste. Here I'm also using some salt. I like to cut down the sweetness a little bit, so I'm adding salt. You can completely omit this step. Now I'm going to add in my all-purpose flour and the lemon zest. Look how smooth and luscious this filling looks. Now it's time to add the eggs one at a time and make sure the eggs are at room temperature. Now we are done adding all our ingredients to the filling. You will see a little thicker and a runny mixture, but it's yet very smooth and creamy. Now that my filling is ready and the crust is ready, let's put them together. Here's my crust straight from the refrigerator. And now I'm going to pour the filling gradually to the crust. Now we are all set for the baking. Here's my preheated oven. I preheated it on 180 and I'm baking my cheesecake for nearly 45 minutes or until my toothpick test comes out clean. So now if you see, there are some beautiful cracks on the top of the cheesecake, right? This is completely normal. If you want to avoid the cracks, then you can bake it following the water bath method. Refrigerate the cheesecake for 3 to 4 hours. Now it's time to make the topping. Here I'm using a strawberry compote topping. So I'm using some frozen strawberries and some sugar and lemon. To thicken up my compote, I'll be using some pectin NH. I'll be using about 1 teaspoon of it. If you don't have pectin, then you can dilute 2 teaspoons of cornflour in a little bit of water and use it to thicken up the syrup. Now here I'm heating up my strawberry along with the sugar and the lemon juice. You can add any amount of lemon juice as per your taste. I like my strawberry compote to taste a little sour so that it will balance the sweetness of my cheesecake. Cover and cook the strawberries on very low flame until the strawberries get mushy and it oozes out all its syrup. Once you feel like your strawberry is cooked, then you can add 1 teaspoon of the pectin, or as I advised earlier, you can use 2 teaspoons of cornflour, dilute it with normal room temperature water, and then you pour it into this mixture. Cook for another 5 minutes and then your compote is ready. Here's my cheesecake straight from the refrigerator. Now if you see, my cheesecake has shrunk in. I slowly unmold the ring Okay, now it's set. I'm 100% sure it's set. You can see nothing is falling down. Just have a look at the sides. One side of my oven was a little overheated, so that part was a little burned, but it was just a little. So here's my cheesecake. Now I'm gonna pour the strawberry compote over the top of the cheesecake to do the final garnishing. It's always so pretty to see the red color strawberries over a cake or a cheesecake. It just makes you drool, isn't it? I like to leave my strawberries as a whole fruit rather than mashing it. If you like, you can mash it and put it as small pieces over the cheesecake. It's totally your choice, as long as it looks so luscious, just like my cheesecake over here. It was amazing. I mean, I just could keep on eating this cheesecake. So hope you guys enjoyed my cheesecake tutorial demonstrated by my daughter Hanan. Till we meet again with yet another interesting recipe. Stay safe, stay blessed.